Hello. Thank you for taking a moment to watch this video. And on this particular training, we are going to continue the setup and configuration of our Zap that allows us to take contact information, lead information that was emailed to us, parse that out, pull that out of the email, and then zap that over to PhoneBurner. At this point, though, we've gotten that information into a Google spreadsheet so that we could track these leads as well as capture any duplicates so that we don't get records added to the system that we don't want in the system. Now, I didn't point this out here when we're going through the duplicates. I did want to show you that the VIN number, while it did look like it was the same VIN number, these are two different VIN numbers. I just upped the number by 1. So they are not actually duplicates. So I just wanted to show that real quick. Now let's go ahead and move this out of the way. Let's go back to our Zap and let's go ahead and add another step. So we're going to close this out here. Add another step. No, we want to go back to setup. I don't know why it wanted to do that. I said I wanted to do another step. And we're going to go ahead and post a new record to PhoneBurner. I'm going to use our newest 2.3.0. When you are watching this video, there may be newer versions, so don't get caught up in the current version. And then the action event, I'm going to choose create a contact. We're going to hit continue, and we're going to choose our PhoneBurner account where we want to send this record. In this particular case, I've got my Zapier 2021 PhoneBurner.biz account. And then we're going to continue. And now we need to tell Zapier where we're going to put this record and where we're going to put all of the details of this record in PhoneBurner. So the first thing here is the folder. What folder do we want to put this record in? Now I have a folder called Fresh Contacts or something like that. That's the folder we're going to use. There it is, Fresh Leads. And now we're just going to take that contact or lead information that we captured from the email and get it posted into PhoneBurner. So we got last name. We can either use the new email or we can go ahead and grab it from one of our Google Sheet rows, which is what I'm going to do. So we've got last name. We're going to go ahead and find last name, first name, and I'm going to go ahead and tag this Pinpoint Prospector. I'm actually going to use the source as the tag here. Lead ID. Now, real quick, I'll make a comment here regarding the original owner here. So the original owner field in PhoneBurner is a checkbox. It's either checked or unchecked, true or false. I'm not going to mark it true or false, even though in this particular case it is true. But my next lead may not be true. So I want to use the custom option, and I want to use the data, the information that is coming from my Google Doc or the email. And in this case, it's a yes or no. If it's set to yes, oh, sorry, it was already there. If it's set to yes, then it'll check it. If it's set to no, then it will not be checked. And then make, here you can see I've got a drop-down menu in PhoneBurner. But every time somebody fills out my contact form, they're going to choose a different value in there. So I can't, once again, hard code this. I need to use a custom value. And the way this works is as long as the option is exactly the same as what the option is in the drop-down menu in PhoneBurner, then the Zap will set the value properly in PhoneBurner. And there we go. Let's go ahead and continue. Here we can see what's about to get posted, and we're going to go ahead and test and review. That's going to start sending it over to our PhoneBurner account. It says it was created. Let's go back to PhoneBurner, go to contacts, and the folder that we were sending it to was our Fresh Leads folder. There's Gary, just created right now. Now I want to point something out here. So you see how this address here is Ashburn, VA, when that phone number is definitely not a Virginia phone number. Because there was no address information that went along with this, the IP address was used to set the actual address or local time of that specific contact. So if you want to avoid that and you don't have address information when you're zapping stuff over, zapping contact information over, in your setup action, when it comes to the address information, just go ahead and put something like none in here. So I'm going to type in the word none because I don't have an email or I don't have an actual address, and we're going to delete Gary. Sorry, we're going to go actions, delete. I'll get rid of Gary. And let's send him back over. Now that we've put none in the address, continue. Retest action. There we go. Let's go ahead and refresh our contacts. There is Gary, and you will see the location information is set properly based off the phone number. So this is the way it works. The system looks for an address. If there is no address, then it looks at the IP address and sets the local time. However, if there is an address, if there is something in the address, but we can't identify where that address is, it's an invalid address, then we don't look at the IP address, we look at the phone number. So keep that in mind when you're using the zap to zap information into PhoneBurner. Now that wraps up this specific training, but make sure you continue watching the training tutorials. I've got a lot more information to show you, even related to these specific contacts that are coming through contact forms and being parsed out by email. So make sure you watch the next video. Thanks again, and happy dialing.